Ever wonder, why is it possible for one identical twin to develop a genetic disease while the other is perfectly healthy? When a woman and man love each other, they become intimate and have a child. During sexual intercourse, the sperm travels through the cervix, into the uterus, and into the fallopian tubes in search of the egg. When the sperm finds the egg, it attaches itself to it, and the egg becomes fertilized. The fertilized egg now contains both sets of DNA from each parent, which contains vital information composed of both phenotypes and genotypes. Phenotypic information is what you can see, such as your hair color or the color of your eyes. Genotypic information is how you would inherit your brown hair or your blonde hair in your genes. This genetic information from your parents gets passed on to each generation of offspring. In the egg, this DNA then divides into a small cluster of cells. The egg then makes its way towards the uterus, where it attaches to the lining and continues dividing until it creates a precious little baby. This continues for 9 months until the baby is born. This isn't always the case. Sometimes the egg divides into 2 individual embryos containing identical DNA, then creating monozygotic twins, also known as identical twins. 1 in 3 sets of twins will be born identical. Nobody really knows the reason why the egg splits creating the identical twins, but technically it is a malfunction of the normal development process. The idea of twins being passed on from generation to generation is just a myth. The family could have a high incidence of having twins, or it could just be chance or pure luck. Even though identical twins have the exact same DNA, sometimes one of the letters in the genetic sequence can change, making one of the twins develop a disease that the other won't. This is amazing because even though one strand of DNA contains 3 billion letters, one letter change could impact your life. What is DNA, you may ask? DNA, aka deoxyribonucleic acid, is a self-replicating material that is found in all living organisms. It carries the genetic information that will be passed on to offspring. DNA has a genetic letter sequence that is composed of the letters A, G, C, and T, which determines whether or not you will develop diseases or genetic disorders. For example, if C changes to a G in AGCT, you could develop color blindness, or if A changes to T, you can be born with cystic fibrosis. The ability to physically read an organism's complete genetic makeup was completed in April 2003 and was named the Human Genome Project, or HGP. The HGP was one of the greatest explorations in history. It became an international research effort to sequence and map all of the genes, which together is known as the genome. Using the HGP, we can decipher whether or not a set of twins is identical or fraternal. Thanks for watching!